Have you ever wondered if you're secretly aging better than most people your age? What if I told you that your ability to do a handful of simple things, things you might not even think about, could predict whether you'll live to 100? It sounds almost too good to be true, doesn't it? But science backs it up. Most folks assume aging automatically means slowing down, losing independence, and struggling with daily tasks. That's not the whole story, though. The truth is, some people maintain strength, balance, and mental sharpness far beyond what's expected. These remarkable individuals don't just live longer, they live better. They move with ease, stay engaged in life, and hold on to abilities that many their age find challenging. And here's the exciting part. If you're between 65 and 80 and can still do the 8 things I'm about to share, you're one of them. A rare gem, aging exceptionally well. More importantly, your chances of living a long, independent, and fulfilling life are much higher than you might realize. Some of these signs might surprise you, but each one is a powerful indicator of longevity, grounded in real research. The final sign in particular is something most people never consider, yet it plays a critical role in determining not just how long you live, but how well you live. So stick with me until the end. You won't want to miss this. If you're passionate about staying healthy, sharp, and independent as you age, make sure to keep reading and share this with someone you care about. Your support helps spread this life-changing knowledge to others who want to thrive, no matter their age. Now let's dive in, because you might be aging far better than you realize. Picture the last time you stood up from a chair. Did you rise smoothly, or did you find yourself leaning on your hands for support? It's something many of us do without thinking, but it's a clear signal of how your body is aging and whether you're on track for a long, healthy life. Most people don't notice they're losing strength until a small moment, like struggling to get up from a low chair, catches them off guard. These tiny instances can serve as early warning signs that your muscles aren't as strong as they once were. Take Harold, for example. At 77, he was always active, but one day he noticed that standing up from his favorite armchair was harder than it used to be. He had to push off with his hands, something he'd never done before. At first, he chalked it up to aging, but when his doctor explained that leg strength is one of the most critical factors in preventing falls, Harold realized he could take action. He started simple exercises focused on building strength in his legs and core. Within a few months, he was standing up effortlessly again. Not only did he feel stronger, but he also felt more confident and capable in his daily movements. The ability to stand up from a chair without using your hands isn't just a minor task. It's directly tied to your overall mobility and balance. Two essential components of staying independent as you age. Why does this matter so much? Weak legs increase your risk of falling, and falls, as you may know, are one of the leading causes of serious injuries and health complications in older adults. But when you can stand up without assistance, your legs are still strong, your coordination is sharp, and your balance is intact. These are all vital signs that you're on the right path for long-term health and longevity. If you've noticed you need a little extra push from your hands to stand, don't worry, strength can be rebuilt at any age. It might feel discouraging at first, but with consistent effort, you can regain muscle power. Start with simple exercises like squats, seated leg lifts, or heel raises. It's not about pushing yourself to exhaustion, but making small, steady efforts each day that lead to big changes over time. So the next time you stand up from a chair, pay attention to how you do it. If it's easy, you're doing great. If it's a bit challenging, remember it's never too late to make a change. Even something as small as standing up without using your hands can say a lot about how your body is aging and might just be the key to staying strong and independent for years to come. Now let's talk about something else you do every day. Walking. Have you ever thought about how fast or slow you walk? It might seem like a minor detail, but it reveals a lot about your health and longevity. Walking at a steady, confident pace isn't just about getting from one place to another. It's a direct reflection of your overall health. When you walk with purpose, it signals that your heart is strong, pumping blood efficiently, your lungs are delivering oxygen properly, and your muscles have the endurance to keep you moving forward. But what happens when walking becomes a struggle? Do you notice yourself slowing down or feeling out of breath after a short distance? Consider William, who at 74 was always active, walking regularly and staying fit. One day he realized his usual walks were taking longer, and he felt short of breath sooner than before. He thought he was just being cautious, but soon he noticed that climbing stairs was harder too, and his breathing felt heavier. That's when he decided to take a closer look at his walking speed and make some changes. He started timing himself on short distances, aiming to maintain a steady pace without getting winded. The results were remarkable. Over time, he improved his endurance, regained his confidence, and felt years younger. Here's why this is so important. Your walking speed isn't just a measure of how quickly you can move. It's an indicator of your cardiovascular health, muscle endurance, and overall vitality. When you maintain a brisk walking pace, it means your heart is healthy, your muscles are working, and your balance is intact. It's also good for your brain, helping keep your memory sharp and reducing the risk of cognitive decline. If you're wondering where you stand, try this simple test. Walk at your normal pace for about 10 feet, then speed up as if you're hurrying to catch an elevator before it closes. If you can do this comfortably, without feeling out of breath, that's a great sign. But if you feel winded or unsteady, it might be time to build your endurance. The best part? You don't need intense workouts to improve your walking speed. Regular walks, focusing on good posture, and a conscious effort to pick up your pace just a little at a time can make a huge difference. Even small improvements in walking speed can extend your lifespan and boost your overall health. So, the next time you're out walking, notice how you move. If you can still walk briskly with confidence, you're doing wonderfully. But if you've slowed down more than you used to, don't worry. There's still time to improve. The key is consistency. Take a few steps today, and they'll lead to big results tomorrow. Let's move on to another simple but powerful indicator of how well you're aging. Your balance. Imagine standing on one foot, like when you're putting on socks or tying your shoes. Can you do it easily? Or do you find yourself wobbling or needing to grab something for support? It might seem like a small thing, but your ability to balance is one of the strongest signs of how well your body is holding up. If you're between 65 and 80 and can still stand on one foot for at least 10 seconds without wobbling, you're in fantastic shape. Studies show that balance is closely linked to longevity. People who maintain good balance as they age tend to be healthier and live longer, more active lives. Balance isn't just about preventing falls. It's a sign that your nervous system, muscles, and reflexes are working together in harmony. When you stand on one foot, you're engaging multiple systems in your body, including your vision, inner ear, and proprioception, which is your body's ability to sense its position in space. If any of these systems start to decline, balance is often the first thing affected. Think about the last time you stood on one foot to put on a sock or tie a shoe. Were you steady, or did you need to lean on something for support? Even the slightest changes in your balance can point to a larger issue that might be creeping up. Many people don't realize they're losing balance until they trip or nearly fall, catching them by surprise. Take Frank, for instance. At 76, he was fairly active, but one day while getting dressed, he noticed that standing on one foot to put on his pants felt trickier than it used to. At first, he didn't think much of it, but when he tried standing on one foot on purpose, he could barely last a few seconds without toppling. That was his wake-up call. Frank decided to take action and started incorporating balance exercises into his daily routine. Within a few weeks, he noticed significant improvements, not just in his balance, but in his overall confidence when moving. The best part, he knew he was lowering his risk of falling, one of the leading causes of injury and hospitalization in older adults. The better your balance, the less likely you are to experience a life-altering fall. When your body is stable, you're more likely to stay independent, active, and able to do the things you love. If you're wondering how you measure up, try this simple test. Stand near a sturdy counter or surface you can grab for support if needed. Lift one foot off the ground and see if you can balance for 10 seconds. If you can do this comfortably, that's a fantastic sign that your balance is strong. But if you wobble or struggle, don't worry. It's something you can improve. Simple exercises like standing heel to toe, lifting your legs to the side, or shifting your weight from one foot to the other can help restore your stability. The key is to practice a little every day. Maintaining good balance isn't just about staying steady on your feet. It's about preserving your independence for years to come. When you have strong balance, you move with confidence, unafraid of falling or losing mobility. So think about it. When you're standing in line at the grocery store or brushing your teeth, try balancing on one foot for a few seconds. If you can do it without effort, take it as a powerful sign that your body is aging well and you're on track for a long, healthy life. Now let's explore another underrated but critical sign of longevity: your ability to get down to the floor and stand back up without help. If you can do this, you have a huge advantage over many people your age. This ability reflects your flexibility, muscle strength, coordination, and overall mobility, all crucial for staying independent as you age. Many older adults start avoiding getting down to the floor altogether because they're afraid they won't be able to get back up. The problem is, when you stop doing certain movements, your body begins to lose the ability to perform them. The more you avoid these motions, the harder they become. But if you can lower yourself to the ground and push yourself back up, it means your core, legs, and upper body are still working in sync, a rarity after 65. Think about the last time you dropped something on the floor. Did you hesitate before bending down to pick it up? Do you feel comfortable getting down to the ground? Or does it feel like a struggle? These small moments reveal a lot about your mobility, often more than you realize. Take Joseph, for example. At 78, he never thought much about getting down to the floor until one day his grandson dropped a toy. When Joseph went to pick it up, he realized that getting down to the floor, and more importantly, getting back up, felt like a challenge. This was a wake-up call for him. He decided to work on his mobility and started practicing slow, controlled movements like bending and stretching. Within a few weeks, he noticed a huge difference, not just in his ability to get up and down, but in his confidence in his overall health. Being able to get up from the floor without help isn't just about convenience, it's about ensuring long-term health and independence. It's about maintaining your ability to bend, squat, and move freely without worry. The great thing is, you can improve this skill. Start with small movements, gradually increasing your flexibility and strength over time. These small efforts can make a significant difference in your daily life and overall longevity. So think about it. When was the last time you had to get down to the floor? If you can do it easily, that's a fantastic sign that your body is functioning well. If it's become more challenging, don't be discouraged. With a little work, you can regain this mobility. The ability to get up from the floor isn't just about practicality, it's about staying independent. Whether you need to tie your shoes, reach for something on the ground, or recover from a fall, having the strength and coordination to stand up can make all the difference. The next time you avoid the floor, ask yourself if it's because you're uncomfortable getting back up. If you can still do it with ease, take it as a powerful sign that your body is aging well, and you're on the path to a long, healthy life. Let's talk about another everyday task that says a lot about your health. Carrying a full grocery bag without struggling. Strength isn't just about lifting heavy weights at the gym, it's about handling daily tasks with ease. If you can still carry a full grocery bag without difficulty, that's a great sign that your muscles are still strong and your mobility is intact. Carrying groceries might seem mundane, but it requires grip strength, shoulder strength, and core stability, all essential for maintaining independence and preventing fatigue or injury. If lifting and carrying bags has become harder over time, don't worry, strength can be rebuilt. Simple exercises targeting your arms, shoulders, and grip can help you regain the power you need to tackle daily tasks with ease. So the next time you pick up a grocery bag, notice how it feels. If you can carry it without strain or exhaustion, that's a fantastic sign that your body is aging well and you're on track for a long, active life. Take Richard, for example. At 70, he always prided himself on his independence, but one day after a routine grocery trip, he realized that carrying bags up his front steps was harder than before. It wasn't that the bags were suddenly heavier, it was that his body had lost some of the strength it once had. This was his wake-up call. Richard decided to focus on simple strength exercises targeting his arms, shoulders, and grip. Within a few months, he was carrying groceries with ease again, and he noticed his energy levels rising as daily tasks became less taxing. Grip strength is one of the most accurate predictors of longevity. Studies show that people with stronger grips tend to live longer and healthier lives. Conversely, those who struggle with basic lifting tasks, like carrying groceries, opening jars, or lifting suitcases, are more likely to face mobility and overall health declines. The good news is that maintaining strength doesn't require intense workouts or heavy lifting. Even small efforts, like squeezing a stress ball to improve grip, lifting light weights, or doing countertop push-ups, can make a big difference. The key is consistency. Just a few minutes of strength-based movement each day can help you preserve muscle mass, prevent physical decline, and keep doing the daily tasks you love with ease. So the next time you grab a grocery bag, pay attention to how it feels. If you can carry it comfortably without hesitation, that's a great sign that your body is aging well. But if you find yourself struggling, don't worry. It's never too late to start building your strength. A little consistent effort goes a long way toward maintaining your independence and health. Now let's move on to another task that might seem simple, but is a powerful test of your physical endurance: climbing stairs. Climbing stairs might feel like a routine chore, but it's actually one of the best ways to gauge your cardiovascular health, leg strength, and coordination. If you can still climb a flight of stairs without stopping to catch your breath, you're doing better than most people your age, and that's a strong indicator of longevity. Climbing stairs requires a combination of muscle strength and cardiovascular endurance. Your legs need the power to push you upward. Your heart and lungs need to work efficiently to supply oxygen, and your coordination needs to be sharp enough to keep your steps steady. If any of these systems start to weaken, climbing stairs can become noticeably harder. Think about the last time you climbed a flight of stairs. Did you feel strong and steady? Or did you find yourself pausing halfway, feeling out of breath? Many people don't realize their endurance is slipping until they start avoiding stairs altogether, opting for elevators or escalators instead. But avoiding stairs only makes the problem worse, leading to more muscle loss and reduced endurance over time. Take George, for example. At 73, he used to climb stairs without a second thought, but over time he started making small adjustments, taking the elevator more often, avoiding buildings with stairs, or moving slower when he did use them. He didn't think much of it until one day he had to climb a short flight of stairs at a friend's house and found himself completely out of breath by the top. That was his wake-up call. George decided to take action, climbing stairs whenever he could, starting slowly and gradually building his endurance. Within a few weeks, he started noticing changes. His legs felt stronger, his breathing improved, and climbing stairs was no longer a challenge. The ability to climb stairs without getting winded isn't just a sign of physical strength, it's a key indicator that your heart, lungs, and legs are all functioning efficiently. It also shows that you're maintaining your independence and resilience, both critical for living a long, active life. So the next time you encounter a staircase, take note. If you can climb it without needing to stop and catch your breath, that's a fantastic sign that your body is aging well. If you find climbing stairs challenging, don't worry. Building endurance takes time and effort, and you can start by climbing stairs more often, walking at a brisk pace, and incorporating simple leg strengthening exercises into your routine. The key is consistency. Climbing stairs might seem like a small thing, but it says a lot about your health and your ability to stay independent as you age. Keep climbing those stairs and your body will thank you. Physical health plays a huge role in longevity, but mental health is just as important. If you can recall recent conversations, remember names, and stay mentally sharp in your daily life, you're holding on to one of the strongest predictors of a long, fulfilling life. Your memory and brain function don't just reflect your intelligence. They indicate the overall health of your brain's circulation and nervous system. As we age, occasional forgetfulness, like misplacing keys or struggling to recall a word, is normal. But there's a big difference between these minor lapses and noticeable cognitive decline. Think about your typical day. Do you find yourself struggling to remember what you ate for breakfast? Or can you easily recall recent conversations and events? If you can keep up with daily tasks without much difficulty, you're in better shape than many people your age. Engaging in deep conversations, staying mentally active, and remembering the details of your day are all signs that your cognitive health is strong, a critical factor in maintaining overall health as you age. Take Paul, for example. At 79, he noticed that while many of his peers were starting to struggle with memory lapses, he still felt mentally sharp. He could recall details from conversations weeks later, solve crossword puzzles with ease, and even keep up with new technology. What Paul didn't realize was that his daily habits, reading, socializing, and challenging his brain, were the key to keeping his mind strong and resilient. Your brain is like a muscle. It needs regular exercise to stay at its peak. People who play strategy games, learn new skills, or engage in stimulating conversations tend to maintain cognitive function far longer than those who don't. Social interaction is also critical for brain health. Isolation and lack of engagement can accelerate cognitive decline, while regular interaction with family, friends, or community groups helps keep your mind sharp. To test your mental clarity, try this. Recall what you had for dinner 2 nights ago, or try memorizing a short list of words and repeating them after a few minutes. If this feels easy, that's a great sign that your cognitive function is still strong. But if it feels challenging, don't worry. There are plenty of ways to keep your brain sharp. Reading, learning new skills, socializing, and even regular walking can boost brain function and slow cognitive decline. Mental clarity isn't just about convenience. It's about quality of life. When your brain is healthy, you can continue making decisions for yourself, engaging in meaningful conversations, and enjoying life to the fullest. If you can still recall details easily and stay mentally focused, you have one of the strongest indicators of longevity. Now let's talk about one of the most overlooked but powerful signs of a long life: the quality of your sleep. If you're between 65 and 80 and still wake up feeling rested and ready to take on the day, you have a significant advantage over many people your age. Good sleep isn't just about feeling refreshed. It's one of the strongest predictors of long-term health. Sleep quality plays a huge role in your cardiovascular health, brain function, and overall immune system strength. People who wake up feeling refreshed and energized tend to live longer, healthier lives. But for many older adults, sleep issues like trouble falling asleep, staying asleep, or waking up too early become more common with age. If you wake up feeling exhausted or unrested, it could be a sign that your sleep quality needs attention. Improving sleep quality is critical for longevity. Simple adjustments, like sticking to a regular bedtime, cutting back on screen time before bed, and creating a relaxing nighttime routine, can help ensure you get the deep, restorative sleep you need to stay healthy and energized throughout the day. If you wake up feeling refreshed, that's a clear sign that your body is functioning well and you're on track for a long, active life. But if you struggle to get a good night's sleep, don't ignore it. It's never too late to make changes that help you sleep better and improve your overall health. Take Roger, for example. At 74, he used to sleep through the night without issue, but as he got older, he started waking up multiple times, feeling restless and needing naps during the day. At first, he thought it was just part of aging, but after making a few small changes, like sticking to a consistent bedtime, reducing screen time before bed, and creating a relaxing nighttime routine, he found himself sleeping better, waking up energized, and feeling sharper throughout the day. Sleep doesn't just make you feel good, it plays a massive role in repairing your cells, keeping your brain sharp, and maintaining your immune system. People with high-quality sleep are less likely to develop heart disease, stroke, or cognitive decline. They also maintain healthier body weights and have more consistent energy throughout the day. If you're not sure about your sleep quality, ask yourself these questions. Do you wake up naturally without an alarm? Do you fall asleep within 20 to 30 minutes of lying down? Do you feel alert and focused in the morning? If you can answer yes to these, that's a great sign that your sleep is supporting your overall health. But if you're struggling with sleep, don't overlook it. Simple lifestyle changes, like cutting back on afternoon caffeine, sticking to a consistent bedtime, and ensuring your bedroom is cool and dark, can make a big difference. A well-rested body is a healthy body. When you sleep well, you wake up ready to move, think clearly, and take on the day with confidence. If you're someone who still gets quality sleep, that's a powerful sign that your body is operating at a high level, and you have a great chance of living a long, healthy life. As we wrap up, take a moment to reflect on how many of these 8 signs apply to you. If you find yourself nodding as you recognize these abilities in yourself, you're doing far better than you might realize. Maintaining strength, balance, endurance, mental sharpness, and good sleep quality in your 60s, 70s, and beyond isn't just a sign of good health, it's a sign that you're on track for a long, independent life. Many people assume aging means decline, but that's not the whole story. Your body and mind have the capacity to stay strong and sharp well into your later years, and these signs are proof. If you can still do these things, it means your muscles are working efficiently, your heart is pumping strongly, your brain is still sharp, and your energy levels are supporting you. You're not just aging, you're thriving. But remember, even if you notice a few areas where you could improve, it's never too late to make a change. Strength can be rebuilt, endurance can be improved, balance can be restored, and memory can be sharpened. Stay active, stay engaged, and keep challenging yourself. Your thoughts matter to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Hearing from you gives us incredible motivation and encouragement. If you found this information helpful, please share it with someone you care about. Together, we can inspire more people to live long, healthy, and fulfilling lives.